In this video, I'm going to briefly go over how to create a cold call campaign list. One way that we can begin by doing this is if you have permissions, you can go up to the little wheel up here, go down to Sales Setup, Cold Call Campaigns, click on Cold Call Campaigns. This is the first thing you'll need to do. You'll see I've created a James Test Cold Call campaign in here. You can add any new campaigns, and once they're added, you make sure that they're enabled. The next thing that I'll want to do is I'll want to assign contacts to that cold call campaign. So if I go under the Contacts tab, I search contacts, we'll see a very basic search here, but I can show an advanced search, and I'll search first by rep. So I'll say all these companies are assigned to me, James Zelenziger. I can search city, all of these different narrowing fields. In terms of market, I'll want to select the national market. I can select the e-communication they've had. I'll say they've had no activity at all. Lead status, different categories that they might be in, publications they're sold in, as well as there are some additional filters down here that companies could be associated with, such as trade shows. But I'll keep this list pretty general for right now, and I'll click search. Okay. Now, this list is really long because it's not narrowed down, but you'll see up here, these are all the companies that fall in this field that are assigned to me as the primary rep. I can create a mailing list, or I can create a cold call list. And right now, if I click create a cold call list, it's going to include all these companies. I can check individual ones if I wanted to, just to narrow down that list. But right now, I'll just create a cold call list. I'll name the list James Cold Call List Test. I'll select the campaign I want to assign it to, which I created earlier, which is James Test Cold Call Campaign, and click Create. And this takes a couple seconds. Now it's created a list, James Cold Call List, and I can assign it to people. So if I wanted to, I could obviously assign it to myself if I'm creating it for myself, but if I'm creating it for someone else, could assign it to anyone that is in the MagHub system. So I'll just assign it to myself right now and click submit. So that's been assigned to me. There's no daily cold call quota. I can edit that though if I wanted to. I could say I want you to make 2-3 calls a day and click submit. And now I will be able to see that cold call campaign if I go up to home, my cold call list. And I've done a couple of these so you can see these here, but these are my lists. And then up here it says, it starts with the first person that I'm going to start calling. And when I call them, I can either say that it was a marked complete and I made a call, I left a voicemail, I just delete the call in general, or I skipped the call and moved on to the next person. So if I clicked that I made the call, then I can enter it was a prospecting call, the name of the call, and associate it with this contact, any notes that I have on it, any follow-ups, and any templates to call about. So that's the gist of making cold call campaigns, and just how to really narrow down your list and then put that list through a pipeline to keep those people engaged.